Hi, how's it going? If you're new to the channel, I'm Stevo and I'm a work from home software engineer based in the UK. In this video, I just want to go over my average working day as a software engineer, give you a little window into what that looks like, and if you're ever curious about working from home and what it's like, then hopefully this video will give you some sort of answer to some of the questions you might have. So working from home versus working in the office is quite a hot topic just now, and I want to make a separate video covering that. But in this video, I just want to go over my daily routine and sort of give you a window into that. So if you're curious about software engineering or working from home or both, then hopefully this video is for you. So in the morning around 8 a.m, that is when I like to fall out of bed. I'll make my way downstairs, grab a coffee, grab some breakfast maybe, catch up on some YouTube, and around 8:30 I'll open the laptop up, check my Slack messages, check the sprint board, see if anything's changed overnight, look at any tickets that I'm assigned to, and try and remind myself of what I was doing the day before, because I can barely remember what I ate the day before. And yeah, maybe even get some work done before Scrum at around 9:30. 9:30 rolls around, that is the daily stand-up, the daily Scrum. That is where we report our progress, any issues we need to raise, we'll do that there. And we sort of do that in a way where we go for QAs first, what's in QA, and they'll discuss tickets that are being QA'd and how that's going. And then that'll make its way to the devs, and we'll discuss tickets that are in progress and how that's going. Any other issues will be raised there, any other meetings and things will be either arranged there, or if they've been pre-arranged, usually we'll be reminded, oh, by the way, we have this meeting at this time and things like that. And yeah, and then we go off and go about our day. So then for the morning, it can be a mixture of either just working on my ticket solo, working in pairs, pair programming, we quite often do that as well, depending on the ticket, the work involved, if we're working in similar areas, or if we just need another pair of eyes on it. Or there might be a meeting for something. Maybe we're planning for the next sprint, maybe we're planning for a feature coming in, maybe there's an issue that needs to be discussed, wide variety of things. It's quite often meetings at random times, just whenever people are free, whenever people's calendars align. And then lunch rolls around about 12 for me. Our times are quite flexible on when we work and when we take lunch and things like that. But generally we'll work 8 hours a day and we'll take about an hour from lunch. So I take my lunch around 12 till 1. And during that time, I just go and do whatever, really. I'm at home, I'm in my own personal space. I just chill out most of the time. I'll go downstairs, turn TV on for a bit, just sit and, catch up on YouTube or watch something. Might listen to some music, might play some games. Obviously grab some lunch. Sometimes if it's the weather's not terrible outside, I might actually go for a walk. Not so much in the winter, but in spring and summer, and when it's a bit milder outside, I like to go out for a walk and get some steps in. I do like to keep fit and stay active. I feel like that's an essential component of life when you're working from home. You really need to keep on top of that. So yeah, whenever I can, I like to get out a walk and things, just down to the local shops and stuff. Or down to the park or whatever. Lunch finishes around 1. I get back to work. Sometimes we have other meetings and things. There's regular meetings that we have that sometimes take place in the afternoons. Like at the end of every sprint, we have a retrospective, which is normally in the afternoon at the moment for me. That's sort of at the end of every sprint, which is 2 weeks, if you don't know. The sprint's generally 2 weeks long. And a retrospective, again, if you don't know as well, is just a meeting where you discuss what went well and what didn't go well in the sprint, and you'll basically discuss that and then record any actions that need to be taken to try and avoid that in the future when it comes to the negative stuff. And yeah, other than that, there's innovation time as well, which is like personal development time, essentially. So we get some time back to go and learn some skills or brush up on some skills, or just work on projects or do anything that would be beneficial to the company potentially. I don't want to say anything we want, but more or less anything we want, really, as long as it's productive, I guess, whatever productive may be. So yeah, that then goes on to about 5 o'clock, whether I'm working, whether it's a retrospective, and then some innovation time or whatever. 5 o'clock is around about when I finish. And then that is me. That is my day. I feel like with these sorts of videos, people are kind of expecting something exciting and great. You see all these videos of like people and saying, you know, well, what it's like to be a software engineer in like London or New York or something. And then you've got me making a video from my house talking about what it's like to work in my house. But yeah, it's important, I think, to show both sides here. I quite like that. I quite like my own space to work on things, and I think a lot of other software engineers do as well. Not everyone likes to be around people all the time in big tech offices, constantly having to be social and things when they've got things to be doing. I'm going to talk about it in a future video on why I think, you know, for that reason alone, working from home can be more productive as well. But again, not for everyone. It just depends on your situation. But for me, you know, I've got my own space to work in here, and I quite enjoy it. Of course, obviously, I have the option of traveling to the office, but my office is about 300 miles from my house, so it's not ideal. It's not an ideal commute, that is it? But yeah, I do go a couple of times a year. So anyway, if this gave you a useful insight into what that's like, then great. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you got any questions, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.